people come into town, they're looking for something to do. One of those things, perhaps, is the scooter program, which took up a lot of airspace in City Council on Monday afternoon. Staff took a bit of a gut punch on that one from some on council.
Right. So I'm certainly not going to fault staff here. It was council that approved the program, and so I think that the response towards staff perhaps was a little bit unjustified, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. That being said, I think that the fact that we have rolled out this new technology that's never been introduced in the province before under this pilot project, or pilot program that allows them to be utilized on city streets in the bike lanes like bikes are. To think that it was just going to roll out seamlessly without any issues, I think was not a great expectation, totally unrealistic. So is it having some challenges? As I've talked to you before, yes, it certainly has. I think that on Monday, council took some steps to encourage the operators to make some changes. I'm excited about some of those changes, but then council has also asked staff to come back with perhaps even stronger recommendations that may consider perhaps restricting the number of units that each company is allowed to provide in our community. Another thing that council will look at is maybe we need to consider areas where they shouldn't be allowed to go. Maybe that's the waterfront walkway. Maybe that's Bernard Avenue when it's closed. There are a number of possibilities, so we've asked staff to look at that and bring that forward. And we've actually asked staff to bring forward, information in terms of what it would look like if we even went ahead and canceled this program altogether. So we asked for some, stricter options, and so those will be coming forward to council in the next week or two, and there may be even more changes coming.
Do you think maybe council in the city went a little too quickly with the program, ramping it up from 0 to 100, as I think one of the councillors put it?
Hindsight's always a beautiful thing. Could we have done things differently? Yeah, probably. But we're where we're at now, and we're going to make some changes, and hopefully that will alleviate some of the issues. But again, like we've talked about earlier in this interview, it's hard to regulate human behavior. You can tell people not to ride on the sidewalks, you can tell people to wear a helmet, you can tell them to park these in areas where they shouldn't be. And at the end of the day, a lot of that onus falls on the person renting it. So, please smarten up and follow the rules. They're not that hard to follow. Well, apparently they are, because so many people are not following those rules.
And we've seen bicycles and skateboards, etc., on sidewalks.
Correct. So again, the scooters are the hot topic of the day, but they're not the only people who aren't following the rules. You're right. But again, I would really like them to, use it properly or lose it, and that's pretty much, I think, where we're at. And so I think that the operators are making some necessary changes, working with our staff. But at the end of the day, again, you can't regulate human behavior. So I'm asking those who rent these to please be a little bit more respectful and mindful of what the laws are.